The lunatic is on the grass.
Good morning. I decided to do a voiceover this time. What you see me doing here is putting eyelash glue on my face. I'm trying to create texture. I have a project where a client wants to be made up so that he'll be unrecognizable. He chose a homeless person. Here I am starting to add some pigment. It's orangish, as you can see. I made a mistake by adding that eyelash glue. It did not dry down and draw my skin like I anticipated. It stayed sticky. So that orange is from the Anastasia Beverly Hills cream palette. The makeup I have on is left over from the day before. I got home from work and I was exhausted, so I was a bad girl and I slept in my makeup. Here I am shading any place that is recessed, and normally I would highlight to make myself look younger. I'm shading the areas where I'm eventually going to be drawing lines. I feel like a homeless person is malnourished, and I'm going to take out any fullness in my face. I'm going to make my neck look sinewy. This is the $1 Billion Brow pencil. I'm sketching in I'm scrunching up my face, fighting the Botox, so that I can draw some lines in. Crow's feet, scowl lines, the 11s, the forehead lines. Now I'm darkening where you'd normally be dark, around under in the tear duct area, and then I'm also deepening the natural places where, like the marionette lines, where the contours of the face. I'm darkening the contours of the face to exaggerate them. Here I am buffing the lines so that they'll look more like real shadows rather than drawn lines. I did this look twice. At the end of this video, I'll put in some clips of some of the other look I did. I'm taking the highlight color from that same palette and highlighting next to those dark lines to make the recesses look deeper. I'm adding small crepeiness to my cheeks. I feel like when you're living out on the street, your face gets weathered and dry and crepey. I'm trying to accentuate my under eye darkness. So I would say you're prematurely aging, malnourished, and Any place that I'm highlighting, I want it to pop out more. I'm taking a bronzer and I'm darkening my lids. I highlighted the brow bone and down a little bit further to make it look like my eyes bagged over. That updo was a practice I was doing. It was it has a 4-strand braid incorporated in it. I decided to just, that's me taking that lash glue off. That it was hard to get off. That was definitely a mistake, a strategic mistake right there. And now I'm using micellar water to try to wipe it off. All right, I think I went and got coconut oil to see if I could break it up. Frowning again to see if I could add some more frown lines. Seems to go against nature to try to create frown lines when I've spent money to have them erased. I am starting to look haggard. I'm highlighting my nose to make it look wide and unattractive. So I highlighted it all the way across so it looks broader. Now I'm adding highlights next to the dark lines to make the dark lines look like they're deeper, to make it look more of a contrast between the creases and the skin above the creases. I'm putting the lines in, I'm buffing them down, and I'm trying to leave, like I'm trying to feather out the edge of the lines and leave the center of the line as dark as possible so that it'll look dimensional. I'm drawing in a waddle, the crepeiness under the neck. Making funny faces so I can shade the contours of my neck so I can look weathered and malnourished. Okay, making myself look like I have a long chin. I figure that's kind of unattractive. Trying to make my lids look hooded, and I feel like you lose the tails of your brows when you're malnourished. I think there's something liver related where your tails disappear. I don't know. Don't mark my word on that. But anyway, I feel like brows missing makes you look unhealthy. All the things that we strive to create in order to look better, I'm erasing. I'm enhancing the ugliness. I'm drawing lines down so my eyes droop, my mouth droops. I'm feathering the crepeiness that I was trying to create on my cheeks. I'm disappointed in myself for not taking the eye makeup off. I'm thinking a homeless person doesn't have Plumera artistically smudged under their bottom lashes. I went and got a lipstick palette. I wanted the red that was in there. I feel like you might have a case of pink eye if you're a street person. My client that I'm doing this look on is bringing, I think he's bringing a wig. I don't know. I'll be sure and take some stuff to greasy up his hair if he needs that. I'm rimming my entire eye with red. Make him look irritated. Unfortunately, the whites of my eyes are very white, so I don't. There we go. That looks sick. I'm adding some red to the creases in my head to make those look irritated. I think at this point I'm starting to catch on to what to add to create exhaustion, exposure to the elements, malnutrition. I'm adding bright over that dark to make those folds look more pronounced. I'm not sure. I guess I'm not sure why I did that. Added more brows to the front. It was, I think it was in an effort to look ungroomed. I'm trying to make those creases between my eyes pop more. It is starting to come together. On my I brought the white down further so it could, I wanted my eyes to look really puffy and hooded. I think I decided that I needed the, oh, there we go. I'm adding more crepeiness to my cheeks. That's the $1 billion brow pencil again. Adding more darkness to the under eye. Diffusing the lines on my forehead. I can't seem to decide how I want those to look. Fortunately, my client's a man, and he probably will not have had Botox, and I can make him scrunch up his face and deepen his lines, accentuate his natural expression lines. Anything I've tried to make up around my mouth is not working out because it's sticky from the lash glue. Here I'm trying to, and then I decided it looked too symmetrical. I don't think we wrinkle symmetrically. Now I just look like I have a mustache. Wow. I don't know. A female street person might have a mustache because she hasn't had the luxury of having her upper lip waxed. I'm trying to accentuate the crevices by highlighting next to the dark lines. I decided that my lips were going to have some age spot. Oh, I think now I'm drawing a fever blister on the bottom lip down there. Or cracked, chapped, bleeding lips. There we go. I have a sore on my mouth. Now it's bruising too. I don't have healthy rosebud lips anymore. Alright, I think I'm satisfied with my look.